Hello, this is the headlining news around the East African region from Uganda. South Africa's MTN, which enjoys nearly half of Uganda's mobile market, is set to get its license renewed for another 10 years in the market it has dominated for 20 years. The telecoms regulator spokesperson, Fred Otunu, said the renewal has been recommended to Cabinet. However, sources say Cabinet will ask the tough question why MTN has not been listed on the Kampala Stock Exchange, yet Kenya Safaricom has for a decade now been offering shares to Uganda. News from South Sudan. Ugandan human rights activists are unhappy after failing to conduct a briefing about the state of refugees in the country over the weekend. They blame the South Sudan embassy in Kampala for blocking the briefing. Uganda hosts over 1 million refugees from South Sudan alone, and more continue to stream into the country. From Tanzania, Tanzania will spend 10 trillion shillings, the equivalent of $4.3 billion, on debt servicing in the coming financial year, Finance Minister Philippe Mpango has said. According to the minister, this is still below the dangerous level of debt to GDP ratio of 40%, as it constitutes only 19.7% of Tanzania's GDP. Moving on to Burundi, citizens have been holding demonstrations across the country against different foreign organizations and countries that are not impressed with the recent referendum that allows President Pierre Nkurunziza to stand again and again for re-election. The EU, France, and Belgium have been singled out for criticism, but envoys of East African and Horn of Africa countries to the EU are also on record as being apprehensive to usefulness of the referendum. We go to Rwanda. While some countries in East Africa are imposing taxes on mobile money transfer transactions, Rwanda has started doing the opposite. By downloading the cost-free Spain mobile banking app, anyone in Rwanda can now access a Spain bank account. Every user can perform cost-free money transfers, cost-free payments in stores, and cost-free cash out and deposit at any I&M bank branch in Rwanda. Finally, from Kenya, President Uhuru Kenyatta has directed all persons with unlicensed guns to surrender them to the authorities. While flagging off the country's first oil export, he warned Turkana people in whose area the oil is found that anybody who fails to surrender an illegal firearm will be taken home in a coffin. That was the headlining news across the East African region.